If you're still struggling to manifest what you want, I encourage you to listen very carefully because I want to talk with you today about what I call the first pour of the foundation. Because this is what people most often skip and then they do not get what they want. So here's the thing, you don't build outcomes first. You first need to build the identity that actually gets outcomes. So I'm going to say that again. You first need to build the identity that actually gets outcomes. And most people do the opposite because often we're told to start with, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am loved. And then we wonder why it doesn't stick. It's not because those things aren't possible or because they aren't actually true. It's because you don't yet believe and know you're the version of you who can actually create that, can actually have it. So, what happens? You say whatever it is you want, and then you doubt it. You feel it, and then you check for it. You decide, and then you turn right around and undo it. And it feels like manifesting is inconsistent when really it's your identity that is inconsistent. And that's kind of like trying to decorate a house that doesn't have a foundation yet. You can put all the beautiful things on top, but you'll find nothing holds. So we have to go back, not to more affirmations, but to the right starting point. And this is where I want to shift how you think about self concept. I invite you to do that because a lot of people hear self concept and then they think, I am chosen, I am worthy, I am successful. And although those aren't wrong, they're just not the first pour. The first pour is this: I am a great manifester. I get what I want. What I decide happens. Because if you don't believe that about yourself yet, you won't stay in anything long enough for it to show up. Why would you? You'll just keep moving back and forth, in and out, certain and then uncertain. So, again, it's not the affirmations you're lacking, it's the stable identity. You have to become someone who says, I said it, I know who I am, that's it. And this is where you start. You don't need to believe everything all at once. You don't need to pile on 10 different outcomes. Just start here. I am a great manifester and keep coming back to that again and again until it feels normal. Because once that becomes normal and natural to you, everything else becomes easier. And then when you say, I have it, you don't check for proof, you don't question or undo it. You stay. And now I want to give you something practical, a way to actually see where you are right now with all of this. So I want you to finish this sentence honestly. Manifesting is so blank. Whatever comes up first, that's your current belief about manifesting. So if your first thought was it's hard or confusing, up and down, not working for me, that's not just a thought. That's your very foundation. And if that's your foundation, everything you build on top of it will feel unstable and unlikely. But when you start shifting into, I'm a great manifester, I get what I want, this works for me, then you will build from something solid. And everything from there will start to change. And not because you're forcing it, but because you're finally coming from the version of you who actually expects it. So don't skip this or rush past it. Remember, you're not building outcomes, you're building the version of you who gets them. And this is exactly what we're doing inside the New Story Lab. not giving you more things to try, but helping you build a real solid foundation of belief. Belief that it's possible, belief that you can do it, belief that this is already true for you, because nothing actually needs to change. This isn't about becoming something new. It's about getting the disbelief and the misidentification out of your way. And when that shifts, everything else will follow. If you're not in the lab yet, you'll understand exactly why this matters the moment you are. So start here and stay here and watch what happens. You'll find the link in the first comment. Stay well.